So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get that one complete to Conner. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. The gun. They'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, it's Conner. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have the Steelers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 15. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. On 4th down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
at their own 27-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Had a bit of a lane there. Took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And Tua going to keep on the option. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick, miss, no good, way wide to the right. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is keep your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noting where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
Now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL,
and the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa to a hit, and the ball is out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. A little careless with a football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for their fullback. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look to throw here. He's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
1st and goal.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. First and goal at the 1. They'll go with a keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To run with Connor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Makes the score.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jamie Collins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Down back at the 16-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Good job.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. That one caught out wide by Boykin. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete.
No gain on
but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked by Jared Wilson. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
40-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum.
He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the Steelers' 8-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Tua on the option. He'll pitch it back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little.
The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Grant on the return. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
47-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to pass. Tua. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Solomon Thomas able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Brings up 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Tua. Wide open receiver complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. Past the 20. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They're going to look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Pittsburgh.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Connor. Room to run past midfield. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 26. 36 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Williams on the carry.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the third quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good. And then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6. And I don't know, the rest of the second half shaping up to be very interesting. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they got confidence. That's not under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerome Baker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
The pass. Incomplete.
Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far.
Jones on the coverage.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 20-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now Tua. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
5-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check it back. Jim. Watch twits.
He's going to, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa keeping it himself from 5 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
handoff as they run the counter play. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Oh, yeah, you're still teaching me on these RPOs. Was that an RPO or was that a design quarterback run the whole way?
I think it was an RPO, and a lot of times we have to distinguish RPO, zone read, all those things that come with it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 35, Steelers 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
At the 27-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 45. You
Huntley to throw.
He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
to go.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Huntley.
Man open, it's Moss complete. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, and now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
Yeah, I love how you use the word will because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Smith-Schuster.
A good pickup there at 22.
1st down, Steelers.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36.
A gain of
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Pittsburgh.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And now it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
But it brings up fourth down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Everyone's got four down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Today's final score, Dolphins.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, it's